Hello and welcome to Full Throttle. Today we have Parker Wishloff with us today. 45 points, took a good going into Daytona. How you doing? How you feeling? And yeah, that's how I want to start the show. How you feeling going into Daytona? How you doing, man?
I'm good. Thank you for having me. And I feel good, feel pretty confident, but also just need to keep doing what we've been doing all year. So, I mean, 45 points is not guaranteed, but it is a pretty good buffer going into Daytona of the last race of the regular season. And hopefully before the chase starts, we can be, locked in and then start a good chase run.
Yeah, so tell tell me Uh, tell me kind of what you expect going into Daytona, and if you would, my friend has a question, and he was like wondering about your iRacing days and how much iRacing helps you guys out now racing.
Yeah, I mean, I think I expect Daytona to be pretty chaotic. I think there's five of us right now, six of us maybe that can all make it, or mathematically can make it. So I think there's gonna be a lot of people going for it really hard, and there's going to be a couple of different strategies, but I think that you're going to see everyone trying to go for it and put themselves in the best position to make it. So overall, just need to do what we've been doing all year and do the best we can. But overall, I mean, other than that, like your question you asked about iRacing, it's definitely been big help. Is a big help for my career, especially during like COVID and that kind of time of the world. Like, did a lot of iRacing. I did a lot of that kind of racing just keep racing. I didn't get to race a lot growing up or during my years of racing just arc. I only raced, six to maybe eight times a year. So just used iRacing a lot to try and stay focused and keep my racecraft up. And then it's made me think a little bit better now that I'm, full time.
Yeah. So you talk about not having any nerves. You seem pretty calm today. Couple days before Daytona, couple days before your season could take a good turn, or you could just be out there racing. What are the nerves going into Daytona? And if there are any nerves going into Daytona, what are they?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I have a lot of trust in this team and in all the guys that I have in the management that we've done a good job of setting ourselves up for Daytona. So I don't think I have a lot of nerves right now. I'm guessing when we get to start the race and it all becomes a little bit more real and everything of the point situation, I think that the nerves will become a little bit more. But right now, there's no nerves. I have a lot of trust in this team and a lot of trust that we've done everything correctly throughout the year to put ourselves in a good spot to go to Daytona and have a simple day and go into the chase and then focus from there. I mean, our goal for Daytona is to make the chase, and then when you get to Darlington, then it's a different animal. Then we just got to focus forward on trying to maximize days.
Yeah. So just kind of talk to me about your history and what you kind of um do you see yourself? I know you made a couple of starts in Cup for the 62 team at Daytona before, but is Cup like your number one goal before you retire? And it's it's
Yeah,
always the number one goal for drivers to get the Cup. So where do you see yourself in, say, 4 years from now?
yeah. I mean, I think everyone's goal is to make it a cup, but there's a lot of stuff that has to go right in your career to make it. So I mean, I would, yes, it's my number one goal. It's something that I've always dreamed of doing, but there's a lot of more stuff I have to do in the O'Reilly series and do correctly before I can get that opportunity in Cup. I've done a couple one-off races and try to do as much as I could there and but overall you're still just trying to fight every day for the best opportunity you can do for your team you're at now and not really I'm not a big person that I guess looks that far in the future. Like I still have a lot to finish this year and then focus on what next year holds and then maybe a couple of years down the line I can be a Cup Series driver if everything goes correct.
So tell me, who is your biggest role model? And like, if you went, this is a two-part question. So, who is your biggest role model? If you went racing, where do you think you would be?
Yeah, I mean I think my biggest role model has always been Kyle Larson. He's the first NASCAR driver I've ever met. He's been kind of the only NASCAR driver that I've been such a big fan of since I was really young. And then I think, my if I wasn't racing NASCAR, I'd probably be, I'm guessing running my dad's, drain and sewer business after he's done in Wisconsin and taking that over. So I think what I'm doing now is a little bit better than that, but I got to stay focused and keep trying to get better.
Yeah. So, Parker, you um talk about grafting at Daytona. You you seem like the one cup race I remember you doing. You did really well in Daytona on that 62. Does that does that give you confidence going into Daytona, thinking this is the cutoff race, this is my best shot to not only get um into the playoffs, but get some momentum and get a win
Yeah.
before the playoffs get going.
Yeah, I mean, I think it gives you confidence. I mean, I've done it before. I've been in a lot of those situations. I think the best thing that you can have is just experience doing that. I think the cup race is a little bit different with the cars and everything, but I think you learn a little bit from those guys and the stuff that they do and the the kind of the clues you get of stuff that is going to happen because of stuff you see happening. So, I think the biggest thing is just having the experience, and I think I've got that from the O'Reilly series and Xfinity in years past, and then the Cup race. So I think I have confidence going to Daytona every time we go there. Just you have to have stuff go correct to have a really good day at Daytona or even win the race. So there's a lot of stuff you have to do correctly, but you also have to have a little bit of luck on your side and put yourself in the right spot.
And so, what what do you think a good solid day is going to be to get you into the playoffs? Where would you like to finish?
Yeah, I mean, I think I don't really have, I guess, higher goals this week because we're going to the playoffs. I think the goal is the same as it's been every week is just finish the race, finish in the top 15. I mean, we have the most top 15s in the series as a of anybody. So I think we've done a really good job being consistent, and that's the entire goal for our season right now is to just keep getting top 15s every single week. And I think if we do that, we're gonna be we might not be a championship contender, but I think that we're gonna, make a deep run in the chase.
And lastly, I have to know, who is your family very supportive in your racing career, Parker?
Yeah, I mean, my family's very supportive. They come do a couple, I mean, probably 6 to 8, 10 races a year, probably. They all still kind of run businesses and have a job that they have to do in Wisconsin. My whole family still lives in Wisconsin and where I grew up. So I'm in North Carolina by myself and just they try and make it to all the races they can. They usually make it to the close races to Wisconsin rather than the super far away ones. But yeah, been very supportive of my whole racing career.
Yeah. And so, w- and one more question. If you have a crystal ball, okay, and and let's say you make the playoffs, what realistically, I know everyone wants to win the championship,
Yeah.
but realistically, what's going to be a good, solid point finish do you think for this team, this Viking Motorsports?
Yeah,
number
I mean,
99 team.
I mean, I would love to say top 8 to top 10 finishing points after the whole season's season long. I think would be a very good good expectation. I think that would be something to be very proud of in year 2 of the company, and overall just something to build on for next year.
And so, with that, I have to ask. So, who who do you have? Who does a Wiley Series driver have for a Cup champion? Who got your eye in Cup?
Who do I have as the Cup Series champion?
Yes,
Oh no. Let me look at the points really quick. My bias really says Larson, but I don't know if that's a uh I'll say Christopher Bell.
Christopher Bell.
Yep.
Okay, we will visit this later on,
All right.
and we will see what happens. Thank
Yep.
you, Parker,
Thank you.
for coming on. This has been Full Follow with JP with Parker Westlaw, driver of the number 99 Viking Motorsports Chevrolet. Goodbye, everyone.